Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed on the inheritance topic, right? So today we'll be discussing on the topic data hiding. So here we'll cover the encapsulation part as well, right? So within the data hiding. So yeah, we have already discussed on the classes, this one methods, objects, overriding along with the polymorphism, now data hiding along with the encapsulation part as well, right? So next we'll be left with only one part, nothing but exception handling, right? Advanced exception handling, right? So now let's discuss the data hiding part, right? So let's get into the definition part first. So data hiding in Python is the concept of restricting the access to the class members from outside the class. Again, what is data hiding? Data hiding in Python is the concept of restricting access to the class members from outside the class. Python uses name mangling, nothing but when I say name mangling, so this is prefixing with this one underscore, double underscore, right? So just to achieve this, just to achieve the data hiding, Python uses name mangling, nothing but prefixing with double underscore. Just keep this in mind, right? So this is it for the data hiding definition part. So before getting into the example part, let's discuss certain points. So prefixing a variable or method with a double underscore, this one makes it private. Always remember this. This is very important. Prefixing a variable or the method with double underscore, this makes it always private, right? So it's not truly private basically, like in Java or CPP, right? Java or CPP, but name mangle to basically it is done to prevent the direct access, right? So you'll get to know when we consider the example, man. Don't worry about this. Just remember, it's not truly private basically as like in Java or the CPP, but name mangled is done to prevent the direct access basically. That's it, right? So it can still be accessed using the underscore class name underscore var. This is not recommended, but still we can do it, right? So we can just we can still access this one using the underscore class name underscore var. So this is not recommended again, but we can still do it. So it promotes the encapsulation and prevents the accidental modification. Uh, again, this promotes the encapsulation and prevents the accidental modification. As I've said, we'll be covering the encapsulation part along with the data hiding, right? So as we had done in the overriding, along with the overriding, we had discussed the polymorphism as well within the overriding, right? So here we'll be uh, finishing off this one encapsulation as well along with the data hiding, right? So now, I hope these points are clear, man. Let's consider a very simple example so that we understand the data hiding part very clearly. So let me go with the class named bank account. So this is fine, bank account. So within the bank account class, let's go with the initialization part. So I'll just go with init. This is fine. Self along with the self, so I need two more parameters here, owner and balance. So this one is owner and this one is balance. So this is fine. So let me do one thing. Let me go with self here. Self dot. So we have the parameter owner. So I'll just consider this one and let me initialize this one with owner. So this is fine. And one more thing, we have balance as well, right? So I'll just go with the self dot balance here. Balance, and let me assign this one to the balance. So this is fine. Now let's move on with the def. Let's move on with the sorry. What do we call? Let's move on with the deposit, right? So let's move on with the deposit method here. So this will be def deposit. So let's go with the two parameters. One is self, another one is amount. So this is fine. So within the deposit method, so let me go with self. This one balance, so we have the balance here somewhere. So why this is not showing in the suggestion one? So we have it on the balance, right? So balance equals balance plus amount. So let me go with the amount. So this is fine. Next, let's go with the one more method. So this will be def withdraw. So this will be withdraw, right? So this will be withdraw. Let me go with self along with amount. So this is fine. Withdraw. So here let me go with a simple if condition. If amount less than or equal to self, or uh, this one, let me go with the balance. This is fine. Then what we'll be doing, we have to go with a balance equals balance minus amount, right? So we have to make use of the self here, self dot again. So this one is balance equals balance minus amount, nothing but minus amount. So this is fine. uh let's go with the else part here. Else what we will do, we will print insufficient balance. If we don't have the balance that is required, then let's print insufficient balance. I'll just go with a print here. Within the strings, I'll just give insufficient balance, right? So we are done with the uh, bank account class here, right? So let's do one thing. Let's go with one more method, man. Let's go with one more method. So get balance. We have to get the balance as well, right? So let me go with def. This one will be get underscore balance. Let me go with self here again. Within this, let me return self dot. This one will be balance. So this one, right? So this is fine. So let's do one thing. Let's create the object. Let's create the object first. Let me go with account. So let me assign this one to the bank account. Bank account. This is fine. Let me give the name Bharadwaj here. Bharadwaj. Let me give 150 rupaya, nothing but 150 rupees here. This is fine. Again, we let's try to access balance using the method, nothing but we'll be going with the safe, right? So which is safe actually. So we are trying to access the balance using the method, right? So we have to go with the get balance. So I'll just make use of the print here. Print. So let me give balance. Balance. This is fine. Then let me go with account. This one dot get underscore balance. So this is fine. So we are done with this. So basically we are accessing the balance using the method, which is safe actually. This is fine. So we are done with this. Next, what we will do, let's try to access the private variable directly, right? So this has to fail. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go with a try and except, right? So error handling mechanism. So here, let me give try. This is fine. Let me go with the print keyword here. Print. So what we are trying to access, basically private variable directory, nothing but account dot so balance, right? So this has to be balance. This is fine. Next, let's go with the except keyword. Except keyword. This is fine. Attribute error. So let me go with attribute error here. This is fine. So let me go with the print keyword here. So this one will be cannot access. So this one will be balance directly. So this one will be balance directly. So this is fine. Balance directly. Yeah, we are done with the code almost. So let's do one more thing. Before running the code, I want to do one more thing. Means let's try to access using the name mangling. So this is not recommended, as I've said in the beginning. So during the definition part, and let's we had discussed certain points as well, right? So during that also I have said, so name mangling is not recommended. Still, let's try to access using the name mangling, right? So I'll just go with the print here. So this one will be, let me give force access. Let me give force access. This is fine. So this will be account dot let me go with bank. Let me go with bank account. So this is fine. This has to be single. Yeah, this is fine. This has to be double underscore balance. So this is not showing in the this one suggestions. So this is fine. So we are done with the coding part. We are just trying to access using the name mangling. So this is still not recommended. I'm stressing this one, but just for the sake of understanding, for the example sake, we are doing it. This is fine. So let me run this one. Let me run this one. So the output that we need to get here is balance 150 and cannot access balance directly. So this one, right? So cannot access balance directly. and force access 150. Force access 150 because this one we are going with a name mangling, right? So we are accessing using name mangling. Still this is not recommended, but still we will get here force access 150 again. So let's try to run the code here, Python. So the name, let me copy the file name here, copy dot py. So this is fine. We are getting the error, man. What error we are getting here? Dot get balance. So attribute error. Bank account object has no attribute. Bank account balance. Oh, what is this, man? So we are line number 24 and 28. Hmm. So yeah, what's the problem with this? So we are just trying to get the balance right. So we are going with a get underscore balance. This one is fine. Just give me a second here. Get underscore balance self. This is fine. Column. So we are returning self dot double underscore balance, right? So this is fine. Why we are getting the error? Just give me a second here. Mm, we are getting the error, right? What error we are getting? Mm, Return self dot balance. Bank account object has no attribute. Here we are going with a bank account of Bharadwaj and 150, right? We are creating the object after this, and we are going with a bank account of Bharadwaj and Bharadwaj within the strings and 150. This is fine. Let's check the line number 28 first. Here again the same error, get balance itself. So here indentation is correct. So I'm not getting it, bro. Just give me a second here. So what mistake I have done here is in the this one bank account class, initially we have went with the initialization here, right? So here this is the private variable. So if you are going with a private variable, see, prefixing a variable or method with this one double underscore makes it private. I have, while explaining, I have explained correctly uh, that we will be making use of the private variable. This is the private variable, basically balance, but I have not included double underscore, right? So let me make use of the double underscore here, this one, right? So now this has to be correct. Let's see. Now this has to give the correct output. Let's see. So yeah, now this is correct. We are getting the correct output. Still we are getting cannot access balance directly. Yeah, this we have written this one and within the this one, right? Sorry, I forgot. This is fine. Yeah, balance 150, right? So I have given Bharadwaj along with this one balance 150 and cannot access double underscore balance directly. This is also fine. And the last one is force access nothing but 150. This is also fine, right? So this is also fine, right? So we are getting the desired output again. So let me explain some of the things here. So underscore underscore balance, whatever this one I have written double underscore balance. So this is not accessible directly, right? Right. So this raises the attribute error. This raises the attribute error. Proper way is via getter method. Proper way is via getter method. So where we have made use of the getter method, this is nothing but the getter method, right? So get underscore balance, right? So this is the proper way. Uh, this is the proper way, right? So and forceful access is possible using underscore bank account double underscore balance. Here we have done the same thing, right? So this one underscore balance account underscore double underscore balance. So this is not recommended. So this is not recommended just for the sake of understanding and for the example. So I considered this one. So forceful access is possible using this one, right? So this syntax, right? So this is fine. So this is it for the data hiding part. So this is it for the data hiding as well as the encapsulation part, right? So um, we are done with the data hiding and encapsulation part. So next we will be discussing about the exception handling in the Python. So before that, let me summarize whatever we have learned so far. So we can make use of the double underscore var to hide the sensitive data, nothing but here this one, right? So this is nothing but the private method. This shows that this is the private method, right? So we can just make use of the double underscore var for the private variable naming, right? So this indicates that it is a private variable, right? So this is fine. It is used to hide the sensitive data. Mainly, we are going with the encapsulation part itself, right? So it provides the encapsulation and protects from misuse. So what it does here, this one private variable, it provides the encapsulation and protects from misuse, right? So mainly we are discussing about the encapsulation as well as what this one data hiding. We are discussing the data hiding along with the encapsulation here. What does the data hiding do here? Mainly private variable, this one I'm speaking of, this one, it provides the encapsulation and it provides and it protects from the misuse. And it can, we can still access that, it is still accessible via name mangling. That's what we have done here, line number 35. That's what we have done here, right? So it's a soft private mechanism, it's a soft private mechanism, right? So this is it for the data hiding. So now we are done with the data hiding part. As I've said, next we'll be discussing on the exception handling. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.